Learning the Ropes with Mr. Hammer, presented by Costen and Hammer Productions. Now, on to the show with your host, Josh Hammer.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the first ever episode of Learning the Ropes. And you're probably all wondering, why are there four people sitting here together? Well, we'll tell you why. What brought us here together? It's because this is Costen and Hammer Productions. I'm here with my manager, Tobin Costen, our production assistant, Jimmy Glorious Doyle. Sorry, there it is. Glorious! Yes. And none other than our behind-the-scenes cameraman, who looks awfully like a banana, but we'll explain that later. This is Nick Domek, my good friend. And Jimmy Doyle and I used to play at Holy Names University. So anyway, let's roll right into it. So Costen here, Tobin Costen, he's not only my manager, but he is the what of Psycho Cider?
I am the Chief Growth Officer of Psycho Cider, owner, founder, just happy to be here.
Well, I'm happy to be here too. So my buddy Nick right here, we went to high school together at Christian Brothers High School in Sacramento. Shout out to all you Falcons tuning in right now. We are on Spotify and iTunes going wild right now, yeah. Mm-hmm. With 1 or maybe 1,000, I guess we'll see what happens after this episode's posted. And then my good friend Jimmy Doyle, we played baseball together, and the friendship blossomed from there. So you're looking at the cast and crew of Costen and Hammer Productions. And where did this all start? It all started at Holy Names University when Costen and I joined forces to work together to bring our school and our campus together, all to make a kid's wish come true with a professional wrestling fundraiser. And from there, that's when our friendship and our connection decided to continue to blossom as well. So now we're looking on to new projects. So that being said, one exciting thing that we have coming up is August 16th at McKay's Tap House called Psycho Fest, which we will be giving a short commercial later on within our podcast show. So first, Professor Tobin Costen, a.k.a. entrepreneur, a.k.a. filmmaker, a.k.a. You've done it all. So can you give us a little glimpse and a taste of, you went from working with Master P, and now you're looking to start a beer company because why not? So can you tell the audience why you decided to take on this new challenge?
Well, it's just interesting. I've always been passionate about, just being an entrepreneur, passionate about drinking. And I guess since I'm a professor, I shouldn't say that in case my students are listening. But I've always, I know, right? Yeah. So I've always been passionate about drinking and beverage and taste, and I came up with some formulas that with my good friend and partner Dave Grisham, and we came up with this concept of let's mix some different flavors together. One night long time ago, we were just mixing like chemistry students, and we came up with Psycho Cider. And we've got some really cool flavors, never been done before: raspberry dragon fruit, orange lime, kiwi strawberry, kiwi lime. So we are very, very excited about this project.
And we're all excited we're all actually all going to be in attendance at Psycho Fest. So Costen and Hammer Productions is going full force for its first ever event to help out at Psycho Fest.
Absolutely.
And one thing that Costen and I, that's why we want to start this podcast and why we're starting all these new projects together, is we want to bring the Bay Area community together. And so we're all about community and helping, whether it be hyping up different crowds at different events, orchestrating different things here and again when we're doing our thing, or sometimes maybe it's just doing something for the community. For instance, Make-A-Wish, that was something we're all passionate about, something we could all relate to. So those are the little things that we'll be trying to do moving forward with Costen and Hammer Productions. And now over to my friend Nick. What's up, Nick? I haven't spoken to you in years.
It's been a while.
I know, it's been a while. Oh my goodness. So one thing that I think the audience should get to know, I want the audience to know all the ins and outs of what goes on in Costen and Hammer Productions, and that's why we're not just a one team. We are the iconic duo, as folks have said. But how does that happen? It doesn't happen without your behind-the-scenes leaders as well. And so I wanted to make sure we recognize and take the time to recognize who makes this thing happen right out the get-go, episode 1. So, Nick, let's talk about what your background is right now and what you're looking to do towards your future. And what's your role in Costen and Hammer Productions?
Sure. Right now I came from an engineering background, studied bioengineering in college, work at a medical device company. But I've always...
Whoa!
I learn something new every day.
Shows you how close we all are here. You know, we all know exactly what we're doing. I've always had the creative outlet of video and photography, and
full circle.
Exactly, I was getting there.
Yeah.
And Josh and I have worked on multiple funny, serious, all kinds of video projects in the past. Back from KVFT at back in CB, and afterwards, you know, when we became good friends. So I'm just along for the ride, helping out with the behind the scenes stuff. And just, looking to have a good time with you guys.
Yeah, making medical devices, that's what Costen... No, I'm just kidding. We don't do that. But if you do want medical device expertise, just give our good friend Nick a call.
I got you. Yeah.
So without any further ado, the one, the only, Jimmy Glorious Doyle. So, Jimmy, what makes you want to be a part of this team, and what are you doing with your career currently right now you're done with Holy Names University with your master's degree? Yeah. Ooh, yes.
Yeah, so...
Take the mic.
As Josh mentioned before, we played baseball together at Holy Names. I unfortunately got hurt my freshman year, and so that allowed me to get my master's in finance the last 2 years. And then now I am working in the city, or San Francisco, for those who don't know. And
what city?
yeah, exactly.
An Antarctica, Alaska?
And I work for a company called Logical. That's in the SaaS. It's a SaaS company that's in the legal market. So, and I deal with
in a legal market.
Yeah, it deals with law firms and
I thought you said
enterprise.
illegal.
No. No, sorry, the legal market.
So don't put that on record.
Yeah. And then now I wanted to join the team because me and Hammer have worked on a couple of different like fundraisers, one of them being the Make-A-Wish WrestleMania, and I just Hammer really inspires me, and so I'm always happy to help with whatever he wants. So that's why I'm here.
Wow,
that's amazing.
I didn't know you worked for illegal companies, and 2, I'm just so touched right now. But that is the heartfelt message that we want to send from Costen and Hammer Productions. We all come from the heart, and we're all passionate about different things, but we're all about coming together for something bigger. And that's what Costen and Hammer Productions is all about. And that being said, everyone's like, well, where's the learning the ropes come in? Well, learning the ropes, we're learning together, we're growing together. And then on top of that, I'm going to be going into my first year as being a full-time educator at the high school level. And so every weekend, I'm going to do my best, even when I'm tired, to try to document what goes on throughout those weeks without too much detail, but what I've learned and what I can do to grow. And then along the way, do some pretty cool things like get together with these guys to do some epic Costen and Hammer Productions like stuff. So that's what Learning the Ropes is, and we're going to have episode 2 launching up next weekend. But before we go, we want to take it over to our proud sponsor of PsychoFest. Oh, Costen, I am excited for one thing, but before I talk about it, I need a sip of something to quench my thirst. I'm so thirsty. You know what? Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, yeah! PsychoFest, August 16th. It is going down! Tap House, McKay's Tap House, y'all better get ready because we're bringing the thunder because it's insanely good. There you have it. PsychoFest, August 16th. It's going down. I'm sure there's the evil, sinister laugh. But it's because, another question everyone's been asking is Psycho. Why is it spelled X-I-K-O? Costen, elaborate.
X-A-I-K-O, but that's okay.
It's okay. I got a master's degree in everything, I swear. Anyway, explain why Psycho isn't, why is it with the X then, huh?
Well, I can't really spell well, but I was just looking for a different way to say psycho, and because my great teacher in college, Sister Taufin at Gonzaga University, always talked about alliteration and how alliteration makes people alive and excited, and that's how I came up with Psycho Cider.
Brilliant.
I think it is.
I think it is. No, we know it is because it's going down August 16th at McKay's Tap House.
252 Main Street, Pleasanton, California, McKay's Tap House.
Well, there you have it. And if you have any questions, we'll put it in the description below on the YouTube channel. So before we end this, we want to say, please like, subscribe, and turn on those notifications so you know exactly when all of the latest video content drops from Costen and Hammer Productions. So with that being said, we want to thank you for taking time to listen and tune in to us, because you could be doing a million things right now, but you decided to listen to us. So without any further ado, thank you so much for tuning in to the first ever episode of Learning the Ropes, and we'll have episode 2 coming your way next weekend. And until then, follow us on Spotify, iTunes, and all the social media platforms for Costen and Hammer Productions. Thank you so much on behalf of Costen and Hammer Productions. Take care, everybody.